Where I can, man, doesn't matter, man. Out on a college campus, Busta Rhymes, the big homie. What's up, dude?
What's poppin', big homie?
Bro, I'm just happy to just have you it be in your presence. This is like hip hop history right here for me.
Nah, man, this ain't hip hop history. This is a golden moment. Trying to make me sound like one of them old asses.
Nah, honestly, and honestly, you know what? Let me be clear, man. I'm not even putting it like as you would say, an old ass. I'm a fan.
I'm just playing.
It's been a movement from day one.
I'm just playing. I don't want no beef.
It's been a movement from day
Thank
one,
you,
man.
big. I appreciate it.
How does it feel now as opposed to when you first jumped it off?
It feel good when you got a lot more money than when you first jumped it off. We was broke when we first jumped it off.
Right.
You know? And I mean, that's probably the only real major difference. I think from back then to now, like the one good thing about hip hop is it's always the leading face
Right.
of entertainment, period. And it's always like the most innovative, the most edgy, the most challenging. Like hip hop ain't never lose that. You know what I'm saying? So now I don't really feel too different from then in that sense.
Right.
Because the game is still the leading face of entertainment overall, and you constantly got that climate shift of the new artists and what region is popping and what new sound is the thing. So it keep you on your toes and keep you really in your P's and Q's. So at the end of the day, I'm still one thing that's part of the main reason why I'm still in it as long as I'm in it is because you can never get too comfortable with hip hop.
Right.
The minute you get in a comfortable seat, the game shift up on you, and it's just that freshness and that newness that's always preserved in the culture that probably is the thing that it always feels the same. It don't matter how much time might pass, hip hop always keeps some sort of new thing transpiring to keep it fresh.
Right. And speaking of shifting, man, before we even get up to the A-Rap money situation right now, and I was a big fan and been watching your movement, and it was a lot of news like Busta's finally with the Aftermath camp. Then you put out like a really dope project over there.
Thank you.
And now we're at how did that whole situation change that? Because we was expecting, I was at least two to three more projects out of the whole Aftermath situation, and then of course with Dre and the Detox, different things that you guys are working on out there. Like, what happened to that situation? If you don't mind getting into it a little bit.
I mean, everything was cool until it started to feel like what I needed to have facilitated for Busta Rhymes, the business and the project, wasn't happening no more. So that more so came from the Interscope side than the Aftermath side.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I was good with Dre, and I was good with the whole Aftermath, affiliation and alliance. And to this day, I'm still good with it. You know what I'm saying? It was just from the parent company, which, we all got an answer to at the end of the day. It was just certain things that was needed from their end that I thought could have been facilitated, and unfortunately, it wasn't able to be facilitated the way that I needed it to be.
Right.
And you see the signs when you getting what you want and things are happening the way that it's supposed to. You see the difference between when it's good and when it's not good.
Right.
And the beautiful thing out of the whole experience is that at the end of the day, we were able to part ways on great terms. You know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy Iovine, I big him up to this day because he could have made it real complicated and difficult for me to go about my business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a business at the end of the day. And when you spend a lot of money, you want to get your bread back.
Right.
Fortunately, it wasn't the case. He allowed me to live and continue to grow and evolve. And he respect my legacy. I respect his. And he didn't want to do anything to hurt that. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of that, and you've been a dude who's been like affiliated with a lot of people, and I mean like in a good way, like Busta's done this, Busta's done that feature. How important have relationships been to you in this whole entire Flipmode, Busta Rhymes movement period?
I think at the end of the day, relationships is very important. You never really know at the end of the day, what kind of person you're gonna cross paths with. And with that being said, always take the time out to at least, give somebody respect as a human being. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what it could lead to. It could lead to anything. It could lead to that person being the one to save your life in your most major time of crisis.
Right.
It could be somebody that you ain't even speaking to on a regular basis, but at that time of crisis when that individual was needed, because of how you dealt with the individual from the beginning, just purely on a level of respect, you know what I'm saying? It could be the defining moment and the distinguishing difference between somebody wanting to see you suffer, or somebody that's willing to pull you out of your suffering and help you secure your win.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
And now, where we are right now, we getting this A-Rap money.
Oh, you better believe that. You better believe that. I mean, it's just a great time to start. There's so much new great things happening.
Uh-oh.
New black president.
Right.
You know, new Busta Rhymes label deal, album. You know, I'm back like in a situation where it feels like it used to feel. And, you know, that's part of the reason why we named the new album back on my BS.
Okay.
Which I actually got to give up to Pharrell. Pharrell from the Neptunes named my album.
Okay.
And he felt like it was the most appropriate title because of the way that, you know, all of these new things that was transpiring for me just started to bring me back to the Busta Rhymes that people always knew to grow and love from the creative standpoint, and, you know, just the energy and the happiness and just the feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's been you, though. The energy's been about you from day one.
Yeah, and you know, when I'm in a comfortable space, you know, I'm gonna be able to give people that wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? So it started to feel like that all over again. And you know, being back with Sylvia Rohn, which is the one CEO that's treated me the best and has done the most for me throughout my career, period.
Right.
You know, being back with her just brings so much great memories back, and a lot of new things that we're doing together now. It's just reassuring me that she's the one that really understands how to do business with the Busta Rhymes business. And, you know, it just feels good. Like it's a good time to introduce the new perspective. The new perspective and the new way of thinking is we niggas need to incorporate wealth in our vocabulary.
Okay.
Like, rich is the new broke. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we on right now. Like, the recession, you know, it kind of gave a lot of us, I'm pretty sure it gave a lot of us respect for that bread in a new way. You know what I'm saying? Just because it seemed like you got $1 million, $1 million don't mean nothing in this recession.
Not nowadays.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't mean nothing when the economy was good. But being that with the economy was so good, that $1 million, you could spend it and get another $1 million like it wasn't nothing.
Right.
Now, you get that $1 million, not only is the $1 million not worth $1 million, but you ain't able to get that $1 million back.
Right.
So know what to do with the money when you got it, and do a lot with it when you get it. And hold on to it and stretch it.
Okay.
Flip it and bounce it as many ways as you can, because rich is the new broke. And now we got to acquire wealth. And, you know,
Tell 'em.
I just